Hey guys, SMD here. I'm going to be bringing you an informational video for Death Knights. So basically it's going to be broken down into part 1, which is going to be spec, and part 2 going to be glyphs. So let's bring up our spec window. I'm a Frost DK. We're going to look at first of all the Frost base talents from the summary. As soon as you spec into Frost, you get Frost Strike. Which is a great talent. It doesn't require any runes, it only requires runic power. You get 20% attack speed increase, you get a permanent death rune, 2 permanent death runes, I'm sorry. So basically you don't have any more unholy blood runes, basically just complete death runes, which means you can spam your obliterate 3 times in a row. Mastery is Frozen Heart, which basically increases all frost damage done by 25% for each point of mastery you have. Okay, so let's look at the talent trees. I'm 31, I'm 3, 31, 7. Okay, quickly I'm going to give you the blood and the unholy ones first. Blood, took 3 out of bladed armor because it increases your attack power for 6 for every 180 armor value you have, so standard ability there. Unholy Command, great one to have. Basically it reduces your death grip by 10 seconds, which is great for arena, for peeling and getting them off your healers and such. The second one is gives you a 100% chance to refresh the cooldown when dealing a killing blow on a target, which is great for battlegrounds. I mean, kill someone, refreshes your death grip, you're ready for the next guy. Virulence increases disease by 30%, standard ability. Great one coming up is Desecration. Your Plague Strike, Scourge Strike, and Necrotic Strike fall the ground within 7 yards of the target. Enemies are then basically slowed by 50%, which means you can death grip someone over, you can get the Desecration down, which slows them down, so they're going to be harder to get away from you. So it's a great talent to pick up. Standard abilities in Frost are going to be Runic Power Mastery, increases your base Runic Power by 30, so standard. Icy Reach increases your Icy Touch and Chains of Ice by 10 yards. Annihilation increases damage done by Obliterate, so again standard ability. Lichborn, one of the best abilities to take as a Frost, don't skip it. It'll allow you to heal yourself using Death Coil, and it also basically makes you immune to charms and fears and such. I took on a Pale Horse because it reduces movement slowing effects against you by 30%, which is always a good thing. Endless Winner, standard, basically Mind Freeze requires no runic power, so you can do it straight off. You ain't got to worry about having the runic power to get it off. Merciless Combat, your Icy Touch, Howling Blast, Obliterate, do additional 12% damage. What the fuck just hit me? Let's just move out of the way. Guy got right in my face. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, Merciless Combat just basically increases the damage by 12% when hitting targets under 35% health. Chill of the Grave, your Chains of Ice, Howling Blast, Touch, Ability Rate give you 10 more runic power, which is standard, just kill it. Killing Machine, this is one of the big talents, you must take this. Your melee attacks have a chance to make your next Obliterate and Frost Strike a guaranteed critical strike. Effects occur more often than Killing Machine rank 2. Basically meaning that when you're hitting something, it has a chance to proc your Obliterate and your Frost Strike to be next time they hit something to be 100% critical strike. This is where a lot of our burst damage comes from, and in conjunction with the talent that we got from our summary, which is Blood of the North, it basically gives us a massive damage increase. So let's go back to the talent tree. Okay, moving on. Pillar of Frost, you have to take this. It's a 20% strength boost, and it's a minute cooldown, and it lasts for 20 seconds. So basically, every 40 seconds, you're going to have this up, which is a great ability. Second, improved talents just increases the whole raid by their haste by 10%, and increases yours an additional 5. Brittle Bones, your strength is increased by 4%, and Frost Fever chills the bones, increasing their physical damage taken by 4%. Basically a 4% increase on strength, it's got to be took. Chill Blains, this basically makes your Chains of Ice like it was in Wrath of the Lich King. When you cast Chains of Ice on someone, it will freeze them in place for 3 seconds, and then eventually they'll speed up again. So it's a great ability to get them stuck in one place. Which is great for peeling if you think about it. You can death grip them over, freeze them, and then when they get out of that, you can hit them with this baby. Hungering Cold. Hungering Cold freezes targets within 10 yards of you, basically in a 360-degree circle around you for 10 yards, and freezes them in place for 10 seconds. Basically, damage done to them will bring them out of it, but diseases on them still tick. So diseases will still do damage, but anything else will take them out of it. I didn't take improved Frost Presence. I did not take Rhyme either. I don't see the point in them. The Threat of Thracian is a dual wield talent. I didn't take that. Might of the Frozen Waste, you just got to take it. It's an additional 12% damage when using a two-hander, and your auto attacks have a 45% chance to generate 10 runic power. Basically, Frost is a runic power generator. You just generate runic power lots and lots and lots, and then you dump it into your abilities. Howling Blast, must pick it up because you're going to swap your Icy Touch out with it in a bit using the Glyph, so you won't be using Icy Touch anymore. You'll be using Howling Blast, which is harder than Icy Touch. Okay, so that's basically the talent system. We're going to go down to the glyphs now. For prime glyphs, I'm currently using Glyph of Frost Strike. Reduces the cost of your Frost Strike by 8 runic power, which means that instead of being 40, it's only 32. You can get more Frost Strikes off of the runic power that you have. It's more cost effective, and basically you're going to get more damage out of it because you can use more of them. Obliterate standard increases the damage by Obliterate by 20%. You have to take it. It's just a damage increase. Glyph of Howling Blast. This is the one where now you're replacing your Icy Touch with a Howling Blast. Howling Blast does more damage, so basically you haven't got to worry about getting Icy Touch off anymore. You can take that straight off your keyboard and replace it with Howling Blast. Glyph of Strangulate. Your Strangulate silences a duration of, it increases the silence duration of your Strangulate when used against someone who's casting a spell by 2 seconds. So currently it strangulates an enemy, silencing them for 5 seconds. We'll do it for 8 seconds if you use it against someone who's casting. Anti-magic shell standard. Your anti-magic shell absorbs magical damage, so 2 seconds extra is going to be cool. Glyph of Hunger and Cold removes the runic power cost off of it, which means you can just hit it whenever you want and you haven't got to worry about having the runic power. Glyph of Death Embrace refunds you 20 runic power when you heal yourself. Brilliant ability. Glyph of Resilient Grip means that when you death grip someone and it fails because the target's immune, you don't lose it. You don't have to wait for the cooldown. It's reset. Glyph of Honor Winner increases the duration of your Honor Winner ability by 1 minute. It's just a necessity basically, so you don't have to keep spamming it. Okay. Another thing, guys, when you're playing as a Frost DK, you want to be in Unholy Presence for the faster rune regeneration. So we're going to break down to what I normally do. Actually, let's just first quickly look at macros. I have 3 macros, one of them which I've deleted by mistake when making this video, but I'll remake it later. My first one is going to be my Berserk macro. I call it Berserk because that's pretty much what it does. It casts your Pillar of Frost, which I said before, increases your strength by 20%. It uses my Trinket, which basically increases my strength by 1,520. I should really swap those over because it goes off base strength. So yeah, that should be the other way around. And also casts Raise My Dead. So basically raises the ghoul as well, which gains a bonus of your strength. It takes your stats and becomes his sort of thing. So if you have high strength, he'll take that with him. The heal I use is it casts Lichborn on myself and then targets me and death coils, and then it'll target the last player that I last targeted. My third macro I use is Raise Dead and Death Pact, which is just a standard off heal, which heals me for 25% of my maximum health. So those are the macros I currently use. Okay, so on a rotation, when I usually start off on a target, I'll jump in a battle, I'll pop a cooldown straight away, I'll get Outbreak on them, and then I'll pop three Obliterates on them, then get some Frost Strikes off because I nearly have full runic power, and by the time I've used those Frost Strikes I should have an Obliterate ready. If you don't have any runic power, you can always pop Blood Tap depending on it. You always want to keep your diseases upon your target because you do more damage with your abilities. So as you can see, I'm killing machine procking like crazy, and you can see the damage coming up and down here. It's like 10k, 20k. It's a lot of damage when you proc. So there's 18k there. It would be good if I actually had Hornet the Winner on. Make sure you do have that. That's a pretty much newbie mistake by myself. You'll do more damage if you have that on, guys. If you want to like try and burst someone down really fast, you can always hit Empower Runic Weapon when everything's on cooldown, and you can get 6 obliterates off instead of the normal 3. When you get low, you can always heal yourself with your abilities here. The only thing that I'm still learning how to do, guys, is that when a target is trying to cast a spell at you, that you should basically learn how to use this dark simulacrum, or whatever the fuck it's called. I'm still trying to work on how that works and getting used to it, to using it in my spec. Okay. The next thing we're going to be looking at is reforging. I pretty much reforge everything to mastery. I mean, that's pretty much everything that Arena Junkies has been informing me, to reforge everything you can possibly get to mastery, unless it's hit, and then you'll need that because you want 5% hit. The second thing is, as a Frost DK, you'll need at least 197 or 198 spell pen. I currently have 204 because I'm a Frost DK, and I also have the blacksmithing and the jewel crafting. As a blacksmither and jewel crafter, I can put another slot on my gloves and one on my braces. I've got a 84 spell pen in my gloves, 50 spell pen in my braces, and a 70 spell pen on my back. I have 40 strength in pretty much everything else. I have the 60 strength and 35 resilience rating on my head. I've got the 50 strength and 25 resilience rating on my shoulders. Everything's got 40 strength in it. I've also got the 54 critical strike rating and 1% spell reflect. As far as I know, this Arena Junkies, this is the best you can get for a Frost DK. As a human, I have both the DPS trinkets, which is pretty cool. That's pretty much everything you need to know about Frost DKs. We're quite an easy class to play. People say that we pull out a lot of damage. It's just the way Blizzard have made us. We do a lot of damage as it stands. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much everything you need to know. 40 just strength gems, strength and mastery gems in the other slots if you need to get your meta gem ready to proc, basically, you know what I mean. And that's the breakdown of DKs. You need the spell pen, and you need strength, you need your 5% hit just like every other class, and basically just make sure when you go in a battle you got your Horn of Winter up, and then just break down with the damage. I mean, that's what we are. Unlike paladins, we can pull out a lot of burst damage, and we can then do it again less than a minute later because of the fact that the way we're built. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just to let you know as well, I'm trying to get my live stream sorted out, so I'll be live streaming on probably Justin TV. We'll be doing some Battlegrounds, some gameplay through, some Call of Duty, some Battlefield, some Minecraft, pretty much anything I get bored and I fancy playing. I want to get some arena teams ready. My guild wants to get a 3v3 team sorted, and I'm either going to be healing in it or I'm going to be DPS in it as my DK. Hope you like the new UI. I've gone back to basics, so it's a lot better frames per second and such. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you did. If I've missed anything out about DKs that I shouldn't have, please let me know. Okay, wait a minute. Yep, let's go rewind a bit. I have missed 2 things out. Okay, quickly, obliterate. Don't use it against melee targets if you really have to, if they're wearing plate or if they have a lot of armor value like prop paladins and such like that. Try and get frost strikes off of them, not the obliterates, because it won't do as much damage. Frost strike does more damage against melee targets because it's spell pen, and obliterate will be more damage against cloth wearers. The other ability is Necrotic Strike. Use this against healers or people that are getting healed, because it will eventually build up on them and it will absorb all the healing they are about to take. And the last thing is, if you're going to get hammered, use Death Strike to heal you, but it will reduce your damage a lot. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you guys later. Smokey McDude out.